Hi, this is Ivan Bills, and this is the special on the Great Depression for the Channel 13 News.
So what's happened to you during this depression?
Well, I had a job, and then I lost it, and they couldn't afford to pay me.
And how has this affected you and your family?
Well, my family left me because they don't want a deadbeat dad and husband, so I am all alone now. It kind of sucks.
That really sucks.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
Leonard Lippy.
When was the first time you were hearing about or recognizing what the Great Depression meant?
I was sitting on the couch listening to the radio.
What one image do you picture when you think of the Depression?
The image I think of is poor people not being able to feed themselves.
How did your family manage in those times?
Well, my family are farmers and we're in the markets, but we didn't get hit that hard, so we were able to feed ourselves.
How much did you eat and when?
We only ate twice a day at lunch and dinner because we wanted to save our food.
What did you do in your free time?
We just hung out to save our money.
What did you get for Christmas?
We weren't able to get anything this year because of the Great Depression.
How did the Depression restrict your life?
Well, it forced me to stay home and work, so I couldn't go hang out with friends and do other stuff like that.
How many people were in your family?
Well, we did have 6 until the newborn baby died because we didn't have enough food to feed him.
That's sad.
That's really sad.
Describe your house.
Well, I live on a farm, but the farm is starting to become run down because it's been there so long and we don't have enough money to repair it.
What kind of meals did you eat?
Mainly just our crops like vegetables, fruits, anything like that, and when we could, we'd kill livestock just so we could eat some meat.
How did you get your clothing?
Well, most of our clothes our mother made, but we also had to steal a couple just so we could survive.
How many pairs of shoes did the kids get per year?
Each kid only got 1 pair of shoes per year, but they usually were run down halfway through.
What do you think of President Hoover?
Personally, I don't like President Hoover mainly because he didn't help us out when he could have, and I just don't think he's an all-around good president.
What do you think of FDR as a president?
I think FDR is a really good president because he's got a lot of good ideas, and he's very stubborn, and he knows how to get things done.
Sweet. When was the first time you remember hearing about or recognizing what the Great Depression meant?
I was in New York, and it was in 1929.
What one image do you picture when you think of the Depression?
A cross.
What did you do in your free time?
Sew and cook.
How much did you eat and when?
I ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Okay. What did you get for Christmas?
I got re-gifted stuff.
How did the Depression restrict your life?
Well, it didn't really restrict mine. It just affected my kids.
How did it affect your kids?
Well, they didn't get quite as much food, presents, clothes.
Did you normally just spend all the money on yourself?
Well, for a mother to be a good mother, she has to function with the correct necessities. I lived on Willamette.
Okay. How many bedrooms was the house?
2. One for me and one for my husband and kids.
So you got to sleep by yourself and your husband slept with the kids?
It's a really...
What kind of meals did you have?
Well, it differed. Some nights I had steak, potatoes, chicken, you know, the usual, I guess.
What did your kids have?
I can't quite remember. I think I gave them oats and onions once in a while.
Was your clothing store-bought or homemade or what?
All my clothes were bought, but I used leftover scraps to sew stuff for my kids.
Okay. How many pairs of shoes do the children get a year?
A socks is all they need.
How old were you when you began to work and why?
I actually never started working. I found me a rich husband
So,
that did
but,
the work.
but then he lost a lot of money, so you just took all the money for yourself?
No, I left him.
Oh, you
left
left.
him and the kids to find someone else.
Oh, okay. Alright. What do you think of President Hoover?
He's an imbecile.
What do you think of FDR as a president?
He was a good president.
Did he help you guys out?
No.
Do you know anything about your kids?
What?
Where are your kids right now?
Little Junior Smith and Caitlin are running around with their I don't know what they are.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
Alex Waters.
Alright, what was your job with the Depression?
I was a carpenter.
And what happened?
Well, the Depression hit and people started getting laid off. It's been really tough just trying to get by, finding work whenever I can. My mother and I, we have to share clothes sometimes. It's just awful.
Really?
Yeah.
So like, what's the food situation?
The food, we have to scrounge. My kids are stealing. They tell them not to do that because it's hard to get by.
You and your mother have the same kids?
No, my mother lives with us.
Okay.
I would probably not have kids with my mother.
Oh, really?
No, we're not in that bad of a situation
A lot
yet.
of people are doing that these days.
No way.
Yeah.
We're probably the lucky ones then.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
I'm Quentin Arnett, and I'm reporting on the poverty in this area. It seems that hobos have been planting themselves in these shacks that people have left, and we're gonna go interview them.
This is news, sir. Will you let us in?
No, get out of here!
Why don't you let us in?
I said get out of here!
Why don't you have a wall?
Man, one wall, you ever think about that? Punk?
Sir, are you just poor?
Is this your house, sir?
Is this your house?
This is my house.
Where's your deed?
Where's your deed? This looks more like a dugout.
I don't have a deed.
This isn't a house.
I think you should leave, sir.
Why are you living here?
I live here because I want to live here.
Are you just
Do
poor?
you have a problem with that?
Do you have a job?
Huh? Why
Are
do
you
you
a
have
job?
that camera? Huh?
Why
do
are
you
you-
have it because you bought it, or do you have it because you have it?
Are you drunk, sir?
No.
Recording?
Yeah.
Alright, hi, I'm Jason Amy, and this is taunting people behind their back. Yeah! Yeah! Awesome! Hey Laura! Hey Laura! Yeah, I won! Oh, yeah, you are.
No, not really.
No. Yeah, you should. Oh, what? You're missing something. Beat you? What? Yeah. What? Hey, what's up? Hey. And I'm Jason. Hi, I'm Jason Benamy, and this is Jumping on Quentin's Back. Hi, I'm Jason Benigni, and we're in the LaSalle Catholic College Preparatory Library right now.
It's 1930s, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the 1930s, and this is called shushing people in the library.
That's right, prove your film.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
My name is Lorenzo Nueve
Alvarez.
How old were you when the Depression started?
I was about 25. Dire state of affairs.
What kind of affairs?
You know what? The people, they're confused. They're really confused about morals and values of our country. The USA, biggest thing in the world. We are that thing. They need to focus. I currently work in a factory.
How many people have been laid off?
In the last month, I'd say a good 30 to 40. The people that I know, personally.
Are they mad?
Yeah, I mean, angry for a lot of reasons. You know, just the fact that they have a family to support, and you know, times are getting pretty hard, so the job is a necessity to life.
How are you feeling about getting laid off, sir?
I'm angry about it.
What was your job before getting laid off?
I was working on the assembly line with Lorenzo,
What were you guys doing?
assembling cars.
How do you feel that he still has his job?
Very pissed because I'm white and he's not.
What job are you going to have now that you're laid off?
I was thinking about going into the book writing business, just write some books.
How much can you even read and write?
Yeah. Ashes of Roses, one warm afternoon, at the brink of fall, Ruby and Ada worked in the lower
Did you write that?
No. Charles Fraser
What's your
did.
book going to be about?
It's going to be about Mexicans and Panama.